This is The Scoop for Thursday.
I'm Lisa Marzilli with the WMNF News headlines. A buildup in Bradenton's troubled wastewater treatment system forced the release of thousands of gallons of partially treated sewage into the Manatee River. The Sarasota Herald-Tribune reports that overloaded filters at the Bradenton Water Reclamation Facility clogged the clarifier, causing it to overflow onto the facility grounds and into 3 nearby storm drains on January 10th. The city reported discharge of 450,000 gallons of partially treated sewage into the Manatee River, which empties into Tampa Bay and out into the Gulf. A lawsuit filed by environmental advocates showed that the city had discharged 160 million gallons of sewage into the Manatee River between 2018 and 2021. The Tribune notes the problems have continued. During the most recent hurricane season, the city reported dumping nearly 80 million gallons of wastewater into the river. President Trump signed a slew of executive orders on the first day of his new administration. WMNF's Chris Young tells us about 2 that could impact some Floridians.
Trump reversed former President Biden's executive order to lower the cost of prescription drugs. It had protections for Medicare and Medicaid enrollees, with one initiative capping certain general drug prices at $2. AARP declined to comment on Trump's order, but they did emphasize out-of-pocket prescription drug caps for Medicare Part D enrollees will stay the same. Trump also signed an executive order renaming the Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America. Within 30 days of the order, federal offices must ensure all federal references to the Gulf reflect the new name. Pinellas County's tourism organization, Visit St. Pete Clearwater, touts the city's beaches on a national and international scale. A representative from the organization declined an interview, calling discussion on the change, quote, speculative and hypothetical. Chris Young, WMNF News.
WMNF's Joshua Hightower reports that some lawmakers are concerned about what a second Trump presidency could mean for Floridians.
On his first day in office, Trump signed several executive orders, including withdrawing from the Paris Climate Agreement. Trump withdrew the U.S. from the agreement in 2020, but the country rejoined under the Biden administration a year later. Pinellas Democratic State Representative Lindsey Cross says she's concerned the president's actions will negatively affect the state.
Well, honestly, I think that what President Trump is going to be focused on is in stark contrast to a lot of the things that we need as a state and a nation, namely finding more collaborative solutions on climate, protecting the health of our citizens and our allies around the globe.
Cross says the country will be more reliant on fossil fuels with Trump's reversal of policies. The president also signed an order aimed at boosting oil and gas drilling, mining, and logging in Alaska. Joshua Hightower, WMNF News.
Yesterday was the 52nd anniversary of the U.S. Supreme Court's 1973 Roe v. Wade decision. Dozens of people braved the cold to show their support for abortion rights at a rally organized by Pinellas Now and other groups. Christina True is from St. Petersburg. She chanted and waved a sign on the corner of Central Ave and 3rd Street.
Well, it is freezing, especially for Florida. It's very uncomfortable, but I committed to showing up, and so that's why I'm here.
What does your sign say, and why is this important?
Keep abortion legal, and my own sign says we're not going back, that I brought. This is the anniversary of Roe versus Wade that was overturned by the Supreme Court, and that's why we're here to protest today. We want abortion to be legal for all women.
And what do you think about the prospects of that after the amendment was rejected by Florida voters and what's happened at the Supreme Court?
I wouldn't say that it was rejected. 58% voted for it. I think we have to try it again, or we're going to try again. Another amendment. I think we need to be aware that in the State House right now, Governor Ron DeSantis is trying to change the amendment process. So we have to be aware of that. And come back again, get more people, expand the movement, and keep abortion legal.
That's Christina True speaking to WMNF Sean Canan in St. Petersburg yesterday. She was one of dozens of people chanting and waving signs supporting reproductive freedom. It's going to be cloudy and cold again today with a high of 50 and a 20% chance of rain. Lows tonight will be in the upper 30s. partly sunny with a high of 55 on Friday. I'm Lisa Marzilli with the WMNF News headlines.
This is The Scoop, recorded at WMNF Tampa.